Hello. I'm doing a video right now. Um, I'm basically gonna be explaining the fifth dimension, which is I don't know. I don't think anyone really cares about this, obviously, but I thought it was interesting because I wonder. I was thinking, I was like, hey, I remember that one video that went viral. The video explaining the fourth dimension. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's nice. You know. Then I was like, wait a minute. Everybody talks about the first dimension, the second dimension, third dimension, the fourth dimension, and nobody really talks about the fifth one. And I don't know. I wanted to try to explain it in a video because why not? I'm bored. So yeah, let me get to it. So yeah, obviously, like well, let's look at it like this, bro. So here's the first dimension. You know, the first dimension is where you can only go forward and backward, right? Boom, that's the first dimension. Then the second dimension is where you can start going left and right. You get like, wow, I can go left and right now. Wow. And then you add depth to it. Then boom, you get this 3D dimension, which is what dimension that we're all in. Humans, Earth, we're all in a third dimension reality. Okay. And then you get the fourth dimension, which is just past, present, and future. The fourth dimension is basically time. Obviously time is relative. Time is it's like light. Time is basically quantum. It's fractal. It's literally consciousness itself. But yeah, and time is most importantly is absolute. Time is absolute. Yeah. So with the fourth dimension, it's just time. Okay. Yeah. So what is the fifth dimension? So imagine it like this. Like let's start small. How do I say this? Okay, so I don't know. First, to start with the third dimension. We have the third dimension. We have volume like a cube. Then we add time as the fourth dimension, letting objects, move in chains. And the fifth dimension, it takes us beyond this. It's like a reality where all possible timelines and choices exist simultaneously. It's like a multiverse, which is already a theory in itself. With the inflation theory, this could be related to the fifth dimension. But anyways, also I want to point out that the fourth dimension, I think, is what most people, or the fifth dimension is what most people say God is in. Religious people. Me personally, I'm not that religious, but I'm just pointing that out. Anyways, yeah, it's a realm where all timelines and choices exist simultaneously. It's pretty massive, okay? So like, yeah, I think of it as like a book. You make choices in your life every day, right? You make decisions every day. You think of what to eat. You think of where to go. You think of where to talk. Each choice that creates like a different path in the fifth dimension. All those paths exist at once. It's as if like every decision you've ever made, and could make, it has its own reality. You can't experience this all at once, but theoretically, in the fifth dimension, it contains all of them. Some physicists, especially in the string theory, like they mostly propose that the fifth dimension is, it's one of the extra dimensions beyond our current observable universe. My bad. It's like hidden from our senses. It operates on a scale that we can't really measure, right? But if you like mathematically, it does. It helps explain how forces like gravity and quantum mechanics, might connect. But yeah, So, we can't obviously step in the dimension. It is just an idea that stresses across our current understanding of the universe. It it challenges how we think about space, and yeah, that's basically my best explanation. It's really hard to explain this, bro. It's not really that easy, at least for me. But I'm not that knowledgeable. Yeah, I'm not that smart. But yeah, that's basically it. That's my explanation. It's the dimension, which is literally just the multiverse. It's time. It's what's above time, and whatever is above time. That's multiversal. But understand this: there's 9 theories of time. But it says time's absolute. It's relative. It's fractal, and this might confuse you, but time doesn't exist. Moments do not exist. Existence is a solid state, and it moves through anything else. Motion is non-existent. I think it's caused through present. The present is one hallucinatory moment, a single instance. You know, yeah, and this might be like, oh my god, what's he talking about, bro? This guy's an idiot, bro. This guy's dumb. But the the rules of time, physics explain this very well. I'm not gonna get too into it, but yeah. So imagine this: you're a fifth dimensional being. Like time doesn't exist for you. That's what the fifth dimension is. It's literally just yeah. Fourth dimension has to obey the rules of time, but in the fifth dimension, you don't have to know that. You can just travel throughout multiverses. This is just all theoretical, though. This is all, I don't know, not really quote unquote proven, but through physics, math, science, logic. I don't know, it's a pretty good explanation. I tried my best to explain it without, sounding confusing. But yeah, that's it. See you later.